are here live. Thank you for joining us. This is our weekly market update.
Intro.
Our weekly market update. My name is Vinnie, my co-host over here.
David Wright, and we are both from this planet. For the record, even though that was a highly cosmic intro, we are down-to-earth people.
Well, David, let's start out. Why don't you just jump into it? How are rates looking right now?
So, today was interesting. The market opened up better than anticipated, which was very interesting because it actually opened up down 1/8% lower. For those of you out there not in the math, that's 0.125% lower open today. Now, that's unusual because this week is an action-packed week of financial information. So if you want to learn some interesting things this week and see some volatility, talk to a lender Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week, because we are in for a roller coaster ride of data. And that is going to move markets. The other thing that was released on Friday after market hours was that the Fed feels that inflation is going to be a little bit tamer than what they thought, which to you and I don't really agree with that, because if you look at all the price of all the things you're buying, is it cheaper or more expensive right now? What do you think?
More expensive.
Yeah, so that means inflation is happening. So inflation is actually not good for mortgage rates. So if inflation keeps going up, even though the Fed wants to keep rates lower, it will still push mortgage rates higher. So this is going to be an interesting week this week. A lot of action. And we're going into the 30-day home stretch of the election. So holy mackerel, my friend. This is going to be a doozy. This next month is going to be some interesting times.
Well, so talking about kind of the changes. So if you watched us last week, I'm going to get my screen over here again. If you watched us last week, we've been kind of talking about the idea of the market. You kind of see how everything's changed with the market. So we were sitting in, we were sitting over here not last week, the week before that, in the 600 range. We've got a little bit of uptick in the member. Agents backdate their stuff all the time. So we were sitting at about 600. We jumped up to about 750. So, I mean, that should be pretty set. We were at 884 the week before that. Now, I was looking at the idea that we might be getting less inventory here in the market because kids are going back to school. It might have been just a blimp on the radar over the last 2 weeks of kids going back to school. So we had a downtick in new properties hitting the market. We did just get a new influx over the last week, hitting that 1,000 mark that we've been seeing fairly consistently from July to August. So something to think about. I mean, we're slowly getting those new properties in the market. Yet again, we haven't seen the drastic influx of new properties in the market yet. That is a positive sign, at least for the people out there looking to buy, that some new properties have been hitting the market. So something to really think about. But as a whole, again, we have more properties under contract than active on the market. So if you're looking to buy in San Diego, really have a strong game plan of what you're looking to accomplish with your purchase. Are you looking for a single family? Are you looking for a townhome? Are you looking for a row home? Are you looking for a attached property? In the attached market compared to maybe the single family market, detached market, there is a difference. More inventory, more properties to look at, maybe not as crazy of a market. So understand what you're looking to accomplish with this purchase. And it might be, maybe the interest rates. Maybe the interest rates are the big thing. You just want to get a property right now that you could call your own. So maybe you look at the idea of maybe getting an investment property. So buy the property to live in over the next couple of years, keep those monthly payments fairly low, and then with the idea after those next 2 years, rent the property out. But now you're having drastically low rates, or we're talking about in the 2%.
It's interesting you mentioned 2%, maybe because I know about a month ago we were talking about down payment assistance came back. Now, the interesting thing about the down payment assistance programs is they are back, but they are priced 0.5% higher than all the going market rates. So can you still get into the market with no money down? Absolutely. But if the average going rates just say 2.75 to 2.875, your 100% financing down payment assistance is up at 3.5. So,
Right, so
still amazing though.
I just want to give a tip of the week. So if let's say you're already under contract, hopefully you're using myself or David or our teams. If you're not, if you're purchasing an older property, maybe in the 20s where there's some cast iron piping, yes, you're getting a home inspection on the property. Yeah, maybe scope out, get a plumber to scope the property for you so they can actually get a scope to go inside the toilet, inside the piping to see if it's corroded. Because if it's corroded, I mean, that can be a very expensive cost later on. So something to talk to your realtor about. Yes, you're getting a home inspection. See if your inspector can scope it. If they can't, get a plumber out there to scope it for you.
And you know what's unique about that also, Vinny, is they also have a new system where they can inject this new compound into the pipes and restructure them without digging them out. So
yeah, I've heard those. Yeah,
your tip of the week is amazing, because what it really means is for those of you whose pipe runs underneath your driveway at the house you're looking at, and in days of old, we would have to jackhammer up the driveway, take the pipe out, put the new one in. Now they will put that epoxy, it's some sort of epoxy compound, through the pipe and build the whole pipe up again, brand new, without jackhammering out your driveway. I'm looking at it myself firsthand. That's why I'm telling you, because I'm probably going to be doing that.
Yeah. So, I mean, if this is your first time joining us, we do this twice a week, Monday and Friday. We'll go over the numbers, kind of give you an idea of what's happening in the market, happening out there in the San Diego County market. Again, the market right now, our shortage of inventory out there and low interest rates have really affected us in a way that I don't think anyone could really have planned for and really thought was going to happen. The market has got crazy. So if you're looking to buy a property, I mean, a detached property under 700,000, somewhere around there, the 500, 600, it's a crazy market. Be aware of that. There are different rules that are changing. If you've joined us, I mean, there's Corona addendums, PADs that have to be signed out for every showing the property. Even putting an offer on a property, there's been, I mean, we'll see over the next couple of weeks, couple of months, how more drastic it gets. Yet, association realtors are really pushing off of sending letters with your offers because there might the whole fair and housing thing. So things to really be aware of. Things are changing drastically, and be upfront, not just necessarily with the market, but be aware of how transactions are happening these days.
Well, we've also gone to digital loan signings, Vinny. We're doing digital loan signings on certain files, which means you only sign like 5 to 7 pieces of paper with a notary, and everything else is digital DocuSign. When did you think that was going to happen?
Yeah, no, I mean, I totally agree. So we want to keep these under 10 minutes. I mean, we're getting to that point in time. If you're looking for a pick-me-up, maybe you're dealing with some hard times right now, I mean, watch our podcast, Road to Growth. It's all about entrepreneurs overcoming adversity, pushing through it. We've transitioned a little bit to do some live feeds, YouTube videos. So if you want to watch the dialogue that's kind of going on, I had someone that was fantastic today on an interview, how she had some problems at a young age. She was getting, I mean, be honest with you, molested, overcame through that stuff, started her own business, kind of pushing through. So, I mean, if you're going through some tough times, some people have gone through tougher than others, but know that you're not alone. And we're all about basically positivity, building a game plan, helping you out. And it might not just be real estate related, but we also want to help you get to where you want to get to. So reach out. Our information is below us. Give us a call. And thank you for watching. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.